Are you sure it was red? Like blinking red like that?
It looked like that. Yeah, I would have noticed if it was green.
Okay, well, it's recording now, and I approve. It says recording, and there's a timer, so...
Okay, so Alex just handed me this camera again because I went through and did this already once today, and he got nothing, so apparently I am not technologically savvy enough to not notice this thing is recording. What's up? It's Joe with OCDetailing. Let's do a vlog video, take 2. So I'm gonna start on this side of the shop right now. So right here we have a very unique, very rare car in the shop. This is a Toyota Prius Prime. The reason this is a very unique and rare car is because we don't really do too many of them. But that's okay. So that car's in here. It's going to do almost a full body PPF wrap, 3M crystalline tint, and CQuartz Finest Reserve. A really big job for a car of this size, but it's going to come out great. And then we have a Model Y over here that is going to get a full vinyl wrap. We're going to do, I want to say satin rush tie, riptide, but it's something else similar to that. So it's a color shifting vinyl. So this will be really cool to see in the works. So we'll make sure we get some footage of it along the way. You may have heard someone say an Oreo, right? Or you may have heard a reference to an Oreo Model 3. So that's what we're doing to this car here. An Oreo is where we do this pillar delete. So we black this out from here to here. And then we do a gloss black chrome delete. And then we tint the windows, black out the lights, and you get this black and white effect that makes it an Oreo. But on this car, the customer actually did something pretty unique here. He didn't want to vinyl wrap the door handles. He wanted them painted to body match the car. So we took it over to our friends at Brooks Motor Cars to do this, and it came out awesome. This is a BMW X7 50M. So this is a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8, 523 horsepower, really fast SUV. It's kind of a trend nowadays where BMW, AM, or Mercedes, Audi, they all have these 3-row SUVs, but they're putting a lot of horsepower in them. So they're making them really fast, really sporty looking, and really usable because it's got the 3rd-row seat. So it's a very functional family car. This one came in, we did a full XPEL Stealth wrap on. So this is not a factory frozen paint job. We did this with XPEL Stealth. And on top of that, we put CQuartz Finest Reserve on it to make it super easy to wash, super easy to clean. We did some 3M crystalline window tint here to keep the inside really cool. And this one's pretty much ready to go home. It's all done. We're just waiting on a Blackview camera to get here to do the install for them. We have all our done cars on this side of the shop so they can be parked inside at night. We have this torch red Corvette. This car came in hammered. It was so bad. But as you can see now, nothing. This car we did a full paint correction on. The guys spent 3 days. I want to say it was close to 30 to 40 man hours just correcting the paint on this car to get it to look this way. And then we topped it off with 3 layers of CQuartz Finest Reserve. We did it on the paint, the wheels, the glass, the trim, basically every exterior surface on the car, along with doing CQuartz on the interior of this leather. I'm not sure how I feel about these C8 Corvettes yet. I know they'll grow on me. I'm excited to see the Flat Plains Z06 come out. As of now, you know, something looks off about it to me. I can't quite put my finger on it, but by every measurable sense, it's a really awesome high-performance car for a great value. Because those things will compete with like other mid-engine supercars like Ferraris for a third the price. Here's people stealing Drew's stuff all the time. Huh?
There's more on the other side.
So actually, namely Chris, he's a walking thief. He doesn't mean to though. He just likes to get work done, and he's thinking so fast about getting the job done that he forgets about everything else, like putting tools back. That's what happens. True story. And we have Alex's garden over here. For those of you that don't know, Alex is an avid gardener. It's really strange to me. I had no idea, but Alex is just into growing plants. Plant things in the office, and it was really cool. But now I'm thinking something's wrong with him because he seems to be trying to grow plants everywhere now, but his plants are coming out great. I eat tomatoes off of them sometimes, and they're really yummy. So excited to see what he's growing us now. Here we're finishing up this the final touches on this Model S that received a little refresh. So we did some window tint on this one with 3M crystalline. Along with that, we did a chrome delete just to give it that murdered out look, the black on black. And this one they're just finishing it up with a detail, and then it's going to go home shortly. So we have 3 Model Ys here, all of them getting full wraps. This one getting a full gloss STEK DYNOShield wrap. Along with that, when we're done, we'll finish it up with CQuartz Finest Reserve. We do that with any full wrap here. We finish them with a ceramic coating just to make them super easy to wash and maintain. Also, we don't want the paint just to look great, so we do things like coat the plastic trim that's normally right there. And we do that because if your paint looks great from us wrapping it, then your trim fades. Your car still looks old, so you know the idea of doing this is to preserve the paint, make it look good, and keep it that way. But if everything else on the car looks old, your car still looks old. So we like to protect and preserve everything. It's kind of our philosophy, because we're too OCD not to. This is a full stealth wrap that we just got through with. You can see right here. Our customer actually brought this one in off schedule and asked us, was like, can you get this done before my birthday, which is next week? So we took the car in kind of off schedule, and all the guys were willing to pull together, and we were able to get most of this done, so I think we'll make it in time for his birthday. Pretty excited about that. I'm sure he will be as well, but it still needs some crystalline window tint and the wheels off detail and stuff, but that's a brand new Model Y that we just stealth wrapped. It literally drove from the factory to here. I think it's got 5 miles on it. Here's another one that I think went from the factory to here. It's a white one that we're doing a full stealth wrap on as well. The paint correction in the stealth wrap's done. You can see the edge work in the corners. The thing we pride ourselves on, all really, really clean. Like, if you were to look at this car from 1 inch away, you would be hard pressed to tell that it was wrapped, other than the fact that it's got a matte paint job that Tesla doesn't offer, and that we haven't done the mirrors yet. We have another unique car here in the shop. This is a Toyota RAV4 that came in for a full paint correction, ceramic coating, wheels off detail. We're going to coat all the trim and stuff and get this thing looking great. And then this thing is almost done. These are actually super hard wraps to do. These brushed metallic wraps, they look so cool when they're all done up. Like, you know, it's a really unique look. It stands out, but it's super subtle, so you can't see it until you're right up on the car. This is the 4th one of these we've done, and it's getting a little bit easier for us, but the install on this film is so hard because anytime there's any sort of stretch in the film, it actually gives you the illusion that there's a dent in the paint. So it's a really tedious, time-consuming install, and if you happen to stretch the film, you don't really see it until you're done with the panel, and you literally have to rip all the film off and do it again. And then, you know, so since all the film's done now, we're going to coat it with CQuartz Finest Reserve. We're doing a wheels off detail. Sealess over here, getting down on the calipers before he coats them with CQuartz. And we also did some 3M crystalline window tint. Everything coming along great on this car, and it'll be done tomorrow. And that's what we got going on at the shop. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe with OCDetailing. Please subscribe for more videos.